Hi, my name is Birdrix. I'm an aspiring creator with zero creator points, ADHD, and a lot to talk about. And I am basically gonna be your guide to basically getting creator points as I try and follow my own advice and get creator points. And for my first video, I decided, inspired by GD Cologne, how to basically get your creating style and. Now, what do I mean by creating style? Everyone has their own style of like creating, decorating. Whether it's making fast-paced gameplay or like flashy, super light gameplay, everyone has their own style and starts from somewhere. Take my gameplay style and like how I make my layouts and decorate. That's my gameplay style. And I'm gonna be walking you through all the steps it takes to basically get that creating style. This is unscripted, by the way, so it's just gonna be very like out there and rough. And I think the first thing I want to touch on is that know what kind of levels you want to make and like what gameplay you think is fun, because you can't just hop all willy-nilly into the editor and be like, oh gee willikers, I'm gonna make a level from scratch just for fun. Like, that's not how life works. You can't just hop in somewhere and like start building. Think architects like build without knowing what they're building or how they're gonna build it. No, they plan ahead and they make sure they know what they like. Okay, that last part's a bit wrong, but at least make sure what you're making is like good gameplay or like something that you would play and think it's fun. That's the first step to getting your creating style. Next, what I want to touch on is find your decoration style as well. If you don't have one, then that's what this video is for. But like, find deco that you think you really like, or like themes that you think look so cool. For example, I got inspired by audio visual and a bunch of other people, and basically that's how I use glow, blending, and all the light things to make super cool effect levels, because like I'm an effect creator. Now let me just take a step back. I've talked about those 2 points, but if you don't know or like aren't sure of what you're doing, then I think it's best to learn from other levels. Take it for example, one of your favorite levels is blast processing. It's a classic, everyone loves it, its deco is good, for its time at least, and the gameplay is really fun. You can take inspiration from Rooftop, and like, that's why the main levels are here. They're basically meant to not only be examples of what we should and should not do, but they are also here like for fun. So like, go play a main level if you're not sure where to start. If you want to make a 2.2 level, then biggest recommendations to Dash, or heck, even go look at an online level, or like go look at what your favorite creator is doing, and then like branch out, merge 2 different styles of creating together. Like, say you were to merge Dash and blast processing, it would be strange, sure, but like, if that's what you want to do, then go for it. Experiment, try out different things. That's how you're gonna know what style you like making. Next, use gimmicks. Okay, if you don't know what style of playing that you like, then it's best to use gimmicks or learn triggers. That way you know like what you think is fun. For example, if you think ice blocks are fun, then try and test around with the mechanic. Go wild. After all, the GD editor is literally our canvas. Rooftop gave it to us. He allowed us the ability to create, so we should create. Next, if you're going to steal or sample stuff like from levels, then try and make it to be at least different. It could be the theme, it could be like a piece of art that you saw. Just at least try and make it look different. I know the GD community has a lot of controversy when it comes to stealing And I agree, stealing is bad, but like it's either you give credit to who inspired you and what inspired you, or make it different. One of those two. So like inspiration is also a really big thing. Okay. Yeah. Besides that, I would also say if you don't know how to do something or use something, then it's best you learn how to like use triggers, because triggers are part of the whole thing that like make our levels unique. So like you have to learn how to make stuff. For example, I think one of the hardest triggers for me to learn as of 2.2 were not only the all four of the area triggers, all five of the area triggers, sorry, but also stuff like the count triggers, the UI trigger, and like almost all the shaders. They tripped me up so much. I didn't know how to use them, but with a bit of learning and practice, I'm able to use them to make cool gimmicks like the one that I made in this level.
Long story short, I just ranted about how I could use those triggers. That's basically it.
Your advantage is key to finding out what you really like. Now, I don't really have anything else to say. I guess don't scrap what you like. If you like something and think it might not work, then try and get people to playtest for you, or like just try and find someone to help you, like explain it to you. I do really regret scrapping stuff or losing interest in stuff because like they didn't work. Because there are times where I'll be hyper focused into making a level, then when it comes to decoration or like a gimmick, I just completely phase out and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. That's crappy. I hate it. Bye. And just start working on a completely different level. But there are other positive sides of the coin. I will show a clip of a level that I made, and a lot of people gave positive feedback, different kinds of feedback, and you know it was all really positive and you know helped me try and fix the level. I did end up scrapping it because of ADD. That's basically my default to blame stuff on. Yeah, I'm not sure how many I've listed, but those are the few things that can help you find your creating style. I'm sure there are tons I've missed, but I think the biggest thing that can help you find your creating style is just learning. The more you learn about the GD editor, the more you gain experience, you gain like, you know, just knowledge and will to do stuff. For example, if you like want to use the pickup trigger but don't know how to do it, and like you don't want to watch a video to learn it, then like, you know, you won't learn it. But yeah, those have just been like my points. Some of them are probably wrong, I don't know, and I've probably missed some, but that's my advice. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.